Hey guys, this is Milan from Hypermedia, and in today's video I wanna talk about how to grow on social media. Maybe I covered this topic before, but I think it's rapidly changing industry, so basically it doesn't matter. The thing is that you should know about how to grow on social media because it's a really good industry which you have to be on. And yeah, I talked a lot about content strategy, content marketing, small content marketing, but I just want to talk about a few other things in this video and how to grow in general in all of social media. So TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, anywhere basically. What are the best tips and tricks? So for first, before you make your first content, yeah, the first thing is post. You have to know what to post. You have to know what niche you are in and what other people's post in your niche, what they are trending on, what going viral on it. For example, on TikTok there is the challenges. On LinkedIn there are a lot of things that go viral. On IG every niche and every industry is different, so you have to know what people want on different kind of social medias. For example, on TikTok, yeah, the information and stuff works, but as you can see and as you, yeah, basically the funniest stuff works the best on TikTok, and yeah, basically that's it. So you have to know what to post, and you have to create a good design, create a good idea, craft a good social presence for yourself. I'm still thinking that quality over quantity, so the more you put out, the better it will get. And yeah, I break down it so much videos now, but I just tell you guys that the more you post, the more experience you get, and the more you post, the better you get at posting and what you should post, and basically you make better content without actually trying, because yeah, you just basically kind of getting know what people like, what people don't like, and yeah, you just know better and get experienced on creating content, crafting ideas, and yeah, and by the way, crafting ideas and creating content is a hard fucking job. So don't disrespect the peoples that are content creators or influencers. They doing a pretty hard job. It's not easy to make content. You think you just snap some shots and that's all. No, 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 fuck no, man. You have to take 100 photos maybe to get one right, and you have to create an idea. You have to write a caption. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. But we just want to talk about here on growth. So since you know what the platform is liking and what is trending on the platform at the moment, then you can go towards that. However, I still don't recommend to go to just the viral stuff if it doesn't fit you, because let's face it, if you go viral with something that you don't like, you have to do that for your rest of the careers basically, because rebranding yourself is, man, it's going to be a tough job, but it can be done. So I recommend you guys to do what you want to do and do it how you want to do it. But in social media standards, yeah, you have to post something that at least people like. So something similar to your niche, but just make it your own. That's my best recommendation on how to post and what to post. So the next social media growing hack, if you like to say, is DMs. You are a small creator, so you get a few DMs a day, or maybe a couple of 10 to 20s maybe. Respond to all of them. Which, okay, if you somebody who is looking for a woman and you are a man and looking for a woman that to advertise, I don't know, underwear, then yeah, don't respond to that because it's make no sense. But I got a lot of DMs to advertise for women's and to affiliate for women's, and I just see that how this coming from, but it doesn't matter. The thing that matters is you have to post things that you like. uh, I'm sorry, what did I just say? Okay, so let's stick with DMs. Okay, so DMs, respond to all of your DMs. And in the next, yeah, in the next tip, I will going to be talking about more about DMs. But right now, you just need to respond to all of your DMs and try to make a conversation with them. Try to ask how are they, and what they are doing, and all the kind of stuff. So basically, try to make a social friend. This is how you build your loyal following at the beginning. And these guys that you are responding to will be your loyal following all the time. So, yeah, think about it, guys. Okay, the next one is engaging. Engaging with, yeah, so the terms social media involves social. So you have to be social on social media in order to growth, grow. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So uh, you have to engage with people in order to be reach more people and get your exposure bigger, because in social media, if you like someone, they will, yeah, if it's a smaller creator, if you like a smaller creator, they will probably look your profile, and if your profile is good, then yeah, you will convert it. So the previous two step, or they will DM you, and the previous two step is basically a stepstone to this step, because this step will be increasing your reach and your exposure into other people's, because you will engage with people. And how you can engage with people? It's easy. Go to your competitors posts, the recent post, the most recent. Always try to go for 1 hour after they post it, or maybe less, even the first comment. You should comment something meaningful, not just fire emoji, it was good bro, or yeah, you got man. No, or just a few emojis. No, comment something meaningful, something that is worthwhile. This is works on IG, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. On YouTube, it's especially really important to not just like people's comment, because that's not going to work. Not just like videos, that's not going to work again. On YouTube, follow for follow can be helpful, but I highly suggest to comment on niche guys that are putting out a video, and you will be the first comment. Scroll through the video, put down the first comment, turn on the post notifications there, put down the first comment, which is meaningful or funny or something that adds to that video, funny or informational in some way or shape or form. Basically, that's your job on YouTube, and you can do this on TikTok and on IG too. But on YouTube, I found the best way to grow organically. Yeah, it's a hustle, it's a hard work, but you can do that. uh, yeah, on IG the same, but you can like people's comments on competitors. And there is the second way you can go down is a hashtag route. Get bigger niche hashtags, or not. It's not supposed to be bigger, not just need to be bigger, but you can choose any kind of hashtag that is really focused on your target audience and really focused on your basically posting schedule, not schedule, but your posting type, or your type of audience you want to target. And just go there, like, there is the Gary Vaynerchuk method, the $1.20, I believe so. Look it up if you want, or I can make it a video about that. But I use something similar to that, but not the same. So I usually like, not with my company's page, with my personal page, I like 50 to 60 posts an hour, write a few comments, and maybe follow a few people, DM some people. And this is, by the way, the $1.20. But I just do the likes. But you can do comments which are more meaningful. It depends on the audience. It's pretty much depends on the audience. But go to the hashtags, go to the recent, like, comment, DM, follow. That's all you gotta do on IG. On TikTok, basically post a good video. But by the way, you can do the same things on TikTok. Post notificate your creator of your choice, your competitors, and then comment down below funny stuffs. On TikTok, just go for the funny stuffs usually. That will work. Yeah, so there was the engaging part. This is what I trying to tell you guys, that DMs are going to be playing a much more important role than just responding to them, because engaging with DMs is the best way. Creating connections with other creators and creating connections with your audience is the most important thing about social media, basically. In my opinion, uh, when I started social media, I haven't really thought about it too much, but I realized that creating a loyal following is the most important thing. It doesn't matter how much your subscriber count or how much your following count. It The thing that matters is how much of that is loyal following. Because maybe if you have 1 million followers, but 1% of that is loyal following, which is 10,000 people. But maybe you have 100,000 people following, and 20% of it is loyal following, then yeah, it's going to be twice as much. Yeah, it's harder, so much harder, and the bigger you get, the more diluted your content will be. But it's a whole another topic, and I talked about it in my last video, or not in my last video, but in one of my previous videos, which I highly recommend to watch, about connections, because I think it's a really, really important topic, and a really neglected one, because a lot of creators not paying enough attention, or a lot of companies not paying enough attention to connect with their audience. Okay, so another way to go, another tips, is hashtags. Yeah, I'm trying to get something new to you guys here, because you heard a lot about hashtag, you heard a lot about this engagement stuff, but I hope it give you something extra with it. So with hashtags, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, you can use a lot of hashtags, but I recommend to use 3 to 5 hashtags at most, so you don't have to look at too much of the hashtags. But I recommend to look at least how much they post, what the volume of the hashtags, what the following of the hashtags, and all kind of stuff, and try to create a few hashtag sets. It depends on your content, but try to create a few hashtag sets for you, especially on LinkedIn, because on TikTok, yeah, hashtags works, but on LinkedIn, it's much more important to know what hashtags are good. For example, I used the hashtag advertising strategy for a long time, and it turned out that it has 110 followers, so it's not too much. And I used it for a long time because that was relevant to my content, but it wasn't the best. So I switched out to other stops, other hashtags. But on YouTube, use hashtags, not too much. 3 is the one that are visible. I sometimes use 4 and 5 maybe, if and use bigger and smaller ones too. Try to mix and match. Sorry, guys, mix and match it. And yeah, let's see the big dog here, IG, where you can use 30 hashtags, up to 30 hashtags. I not recommend to use all 30 at all the time, but yeah. So I recommend you to create a 20 hashtag set. So from 10 of the hashtags or 15, it depending on how various your content is. But if you just post one type of content, then 15 hashtags or 10 to 15 hashtags should come to from your competitors. So I highly recommend to do your hashtag research. There are a lot of hashtag research tools, but I just give you a free way. Is basically go to 5 or 10 of your competitors, write down all of their hashtags, and cross the 10 similar hashtags which they are using, and maybe there will be more, 10 to 15, but try to get 10 to 15 that is smaller ones, not smaller ones, but less than 100 mil. That's going to be the number one. And then you have 20 hashtag, 10 to 15 hashtags from that. You can use then 5 or 10 specific to your type of content. So for example, on my IG, I putting out content strategies, advertising plans, passive income sources, and all that kind of stuff. But the way is, uh, for example, I have a 15 hashtag plan, I believe so, and then I threw in 4 or 5 hashtags for content strategy, content marketing, content tips, and all the kind of jazz. 5, and then 5 or 6 related to that specific content. So I break down various businesses every day. So then I try to find 5 or 6 hashtags that are in that niche. So today's topic is I don't know what, but it doesn't matter. The thing that matters is try to the last 5 to 10 hashtags, so 20 to 30 hashtags, should be super closely relevant to your stuff. Not just niche, laser focused. Basically, just the picture in front of that, what says. Basically, hashtag it down, and there I recommend to use smaller ones. Yeah, maybe there won't be too much smaller ones, but yeah, you can try it, but not too small, because so I recommend to use under 1 million at that point, and up higher than 100k. Around that is a really good way to grow, and you have a higher chance of ranking there. And by the way, if you want to use a hashtag, go to that hashtag and look at the top post. There are videos, carousels, reels, all the kind of stuff. And if it's fits your content, basically, if you post carousels, then yeah, it's probably there is a chance that you can rank on that hashtag. Otherwise, you have not so good chances if there are 10 videos of the top 9. So, uh, 9 videos of the top 10, so you don't have too much chance then with a carousel. So, that's all with hashtags. And yeah, just experiment with it. That's the one thing that I can tell you. And yeah, you look at your hashtags. There is a really good way if you boost your post. I found it out for myself, and I found it on another guy, marketing guy's video. Hey Dominic was the guy's name, and it's a really good tip. Basically, go to your post and promote it, but then you can look what hashtags, how many people reached actually. So separate hashtag reaches, but when it's almost, but after you looked at it, you have to delete the promotions, and you can do that with every post, because it's not going to be too favorable in the algorithmic's eyes, and not going to be too favorable in Facebook's eyes too. Maybe if one day you want to promote your post, but you can't because of this. So be careful with it, and use, if you have a good hashtag reach and a lot of hashtags, and you just want to break it down, what performed the best here. Okay, so the last one, yeah, it's maybe going to be a little bit generic, but collabs. It's going to be hard with a lot of industries and influencers, but you have to be collabing with people's at least some shape or form, because basically what you're doing with when you are collabing, you are just exchanging your followers and exchanging your reach and your exposure. So this is why you need to collab. You probably can collab with a little bit bigger influencer and a little bit smaller ones too. And I recommend to go with the bigger one, of course, if you can, but you can go with the smaller one too, because then you grow a lot and you can help him or her grow too. And helping people is always a good thing if you can. So yeah, I recommend to collab as much as possible. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative, and I hope it wasn't too repetitive and wasn't heard everything about it, because I tried to bring some new with this video, and try to help you guys how to really grow with your social media platforms. And yeah guys, links in the description down below, my social media marketing agency down below, my LinkedIn, my Instagram is down below. Follow me for business breakdowns and really good marketing advices and advertising advices. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.